Good morning, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us here on Up with KREM on this chilly Wednesday.
Ooh, it is.
I'm Channing Curtis.
Glad to have you here with us. I'm Tim Pham. Yeah, you're going to want some hot coffee this morning because it is a little bit frosty outside. If you look at your windshield, give yourself a little bit of extra time this morning to defrost that windshield.
Oh, yes, and warm up your cars as well. But let's go ahead and get right outside to meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. Of course, we sent him to the Outdoor Weather Center because Jeremy loves the cold.
Yeah, and he's wearing his long coat.
Yeah, he's excited about this coat.
Yeah, here's how this one goes. I don't do well in cold, but I have lived in cold my entire life, so I've figured out how to do it and do it right. So this morning when I'm sitting in my car waiting for it to warm up, big puffy coat, problem solved, and I don't have to worry about leaving the car or leaving it running or anything. So not bad, but you're going to be scraping your windshield this morning. 21 degrees right now. Coldest morning so far this season. It is chilly outside. You don't need me to tell you, just open the door. You'll go, oh yeah, definitely want to bundle up. And across the region, it's cold. 17 in Coeur d'Alene, 19 in Sandpoint, 20 in Moses Lake, 26 over in Wenatchee. We are going to warm up today, but it's going to take a while. By this afternoon, we're shooting for near 40, but that means we spend most of our day in the 20s and 30s, even low 30s. So bundle up. It is going to be a chilly one today. If it weren't for trying to have the cool newsman hair, I'd definitely have a hat on out here. It's that kind of cool. Clear skies overhead allowed us to cool overnight. Clear skies, calm wind, radiative cooling. We'll see a few clouds this afternoon, but by tomorrow we get a push of moisture that brings the possibility of snow just in time for your Friday morning commute. Coming up in the full forecast, I'll let you know why this is a hard one to commit on exact snowfall amounts just yet and what can change as the storm nears.
In the meantime, this morning there are still thousands of people without power in North Idaho after Monday night's windstorm. So let's get right to the latest numbers. We just updated these. Northern Lights reports more than 3,000 customers are still in the dark. The company is working to restore power quickly. Right now, there is no timeline for when power will be fully restored. Also in North Idaho, Avista is reporting more than 100 people still without power. We will keep you updated here on the show as crews work to get the power back onto those homes.
COVID-19 booster shots could be available for all adults by the end of this week.
The FDA could authorize Pfizer's booster shot as soon as tomorrow. The U.S. averages, though, more than 82,000 new COVID-19 cases a day, and that's up 11% over the daily average 2 weeks ago.
Health officials say the extra protection could be key to stopping rising case numbers as we head into the holiday season.
When we look back on this, we will see that boosters are likely a very critical part of the immunization regimen.
Says its vaccine advisors will not meet to discuss the matter. That means the FDA's decision on authorization could happen at any time.
The booster is currently available to anyone 65 or older or people who are at a higher risk for the virus. Another story we are tracking here, Spokane County Commissioners are working to modify the makeup of Spokane Regional Health District's board.
Now they're looking for applicants with healthcare experience. So recently, the Washington State Legislature passed a bill forcing local health boards to have an equal number of elected and non-elected representatives.
The bill was passed after former Spokane Regional Health Officer Dr. Bob Lutz was fired. Some speculated it was influenced by political disagreements. It led to a larger state-level investigation into whether health boards are too political in nature.
County commissioners are now looking for applicants with public health and healthcare experience. The goal is to appoint the new members by the end of the year.
In a KREM 2 exclusive, a Spokane woman is speaking for the first time after a man stole her car in the middle of the day and then dragging her down the street in the process.
So this morning, KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez is sharing that woman's story. Good morning, Nicole. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Channing and Tim. So 35-year-old Bobby McBride is sitting in jail this morning. Police arrested him on Saturday. He is accused of carjacking last week. So he crashed the car that he carjacked right here on North Cannon Street. So take a look at this map. This is actually where the whole incident started. This happened Thursday after Spokane police got a call from a business on East 5th Avenue. McBride was refusing to leave the business, and then minutes later, he stole Irina Stopa's car while she was delivering groceries. She had minor injuries after McBride dragged her along the street.
Panic. My first thing was to go run after him, and I did. And I ran. I grabbed the door handle on the passenger side, screaming, "Stop! Like, you're stealing my car!"
Using a stranger's phone, Stova called 911 and then called her husband. He was able to track her stolen car and cell phone using an app. Police say they tracked McBride 4 miles away to a neighborhood in West Central in Spokane. So 30 minutes after the carjacking, Houston police got a call that there was this car crash here that you're seeing on your screen. Police responded to that car crash, realizing that it was the same car that had been stolen from Stova. So McBride, who was the carjacker, was able to run away, but he did leave a backpack in the car. That backpack had both his name and his birthday on it.
It's a good feeling knowing that he is caught. Yeah. You know, because this could happen to anybody.
So McBride is a 9-time convicted felon and was released from prison just 1 week before the alleged carjacking. Stova says that she does understand that she was in the wrong for leaving her car running and unattended, and that's why we're talking about this specifically right now this morning, because we're in the morning where we have frost. This is going to be something that's happening more and more often here. So police say do not leave your car running unattended. Either use these ice scrapers, get that ice off manually with these scrapers, or let your car run but be in the car while it defrosts. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Some really great advice, Nicole. Thank you. It is time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
The Washington Supreme Court is now looking at drawing up a new congressional district map. That comes after a state commission failed to do so. So the commission says the late release of the 2020 census data caused problems for them. The state Supreme Court now has until April to create 10 U.S. House districts and 49 legislative districts.
Washington State is set to receive more than $1 billion as part of the new $1 trillion infrastructure bill. The state expects to receive nearly $1.8 billion. Leaders say the money will be dedicated to mass transit and airports. Roads and bridges could also see a boost as well, along with wildfire and climate change relief. A minimum $100 million is being set aside for broadband internet access across the state.
Sports betting at Washington tribal casinos is expected to become a $94 million business in just the next 5 years. According to the study done by the Washington State University, 59% of people describe themselves as sports fans, and 14% say they're likely to participate in sports betting. Sports betting became legal in Washington at the beginning of September.
That is your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media. Okay, I just got to say, wow. We are blown away by your generosity at Tom's Turkey Drive at Starbucks. Hundreds of people bought coffee while also raising money to make sure families have a Thanksgiving meal to share.